Beg your pardon? Meredith, who is this coarse person with the foreign accent?
Right. Welcome to the award-winning podcast, The Talking Ass. We're mostly a biblical podcast, but we do some other stuff too. I am your dear leader, Kim Jong-fun. And with me is the radiant Sylvia.
Hello, I bring you the sultry weather for today.
The shipping, isn't the shipping...
Forecast?
What's it called? The shipping forecast.
Forecast.
Hasn't that been cancelled? It's like a British institution.
Yeah. But the weatherman still exists.
Can you do an impression of the shipping forecast? Because that's something like legendary. I never got to hear it.
No, I can do an impression of my father, Lord, listening to sports radio when I was young, which was Spurs 0, Brighton 1, West Ham 1, New Forest 3. And I would always try and guess the numbers. That was my understanding of what they were saying.
Yeah. It was a simpler world back then.
Lovely.
Anyway, I wanted to address something. There's been a lot of conspiracy theories out there due to recent events in the world. A lot of them anti-Semitic conspiracy theories hailing from Venezuela, that it was in fact a conspiracy by the Talking Ass to drum up attention for our most recent episode to snatch the dictator of Venezuela. But I'm here to just put all those rumors to rest. I mean, it is true that there's a rumor, you know, because the timing is suspicious. We just released our episode with Vago about the security situation around the world, and then this happens, you know?
Yeah, this is just the catalyst, isn't it? I'm going to ignore the fact that you're slightly taking credit for something that was...
What? No, I put the rumors to bed. I mean, I also started the rumor in the same sentence, but I immediately put it to bed. I put to bed all rumors that I had anything to do with it. On a serious note, though, Vago did say that he wants the West to show that we're serious, but I have on good authority that this is not exactly what he meant, because this is a weird one.
It's not really the West, is it? It's the tanned one.
Yeah. In the Talking Ass community, we do have some like sort of special operators, American and otherwise. And I agree with them for one thing, that just purely militarily speaking, ignoring the strategic implications and legal implications of this thing, snatching a sitting head of state, not at an airport or in a hotel abroad at a conference or something, but on their turf from their palace, is a crazy impressive, like movie style military operation.
It's a bit MI6, MI7.
No, I agree. It's very James Bondy.
No, it's not James Bond. They're two different things. They are two different things.
Yeah. On the other hand, though, it's kind of interesting. I certainly agree with
Sylvia.
I certainly agree with the left of the world has very much allied themselves around the dictators of Venezuela, which is weird, but the left likes to ally themselves with dictators. That's a thing. But they are right that this was totally against any idea of like international law or any kind of rule-based order, which Vago was saying that this American administration has pretty much abandoned. So timing-wise, really, we just covered some of these topics and it happened. So I agree with the left there. On the other hand, what I think is a very hypocritical statement is that somehow, if anyone cares about the fate of the people of Venezuela, I mean, it couldn't be much worse. Therefore, if truly someone's sort of sympathies are with the people there, then I don't know. I mean, this didn't touch the people very much. And yes, it's totally illegal and pretty reprehensible to snatch a head of state like that, to take them to court in a different country. But the people have been suffering from, basically hunger, hyperinflation. Their oil company, Venezuela has the largest oil reserves in the world. But basically these dictators, first Chavez and then Maduro, have just, instead of people who know how to run an oil company, they've just given jobs to their friends and cousins and shit, and it's driven the whole thing to a total disaster. So I don't know. as a silver lining of all this weirdness going on around in the world is that any sympathies we have with the people of Venezuela, of which we have much,
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, how could it be worse? I mean, I don't know. An American operation like this, potential regime change, a different direction, it couldn't go any worse for them, you know?
And
So,
yeah. And it's about acquiring, isn't it? There's an underlying acquisition thing from Trumpy, obviously, with the oil and first stop here, next stop Greenland.
oh, yeah. So now what is worrying here is, or what is worrying especially in Europe, that now this then could mean that Trump, who has mentioned Greenland as a point of interest to expand the American empire to, would then go ahead and occupy that from another NATO country, because Greenland's part of Denmark, which would instantly destroy the alliance, the NATO alliance. Sure, that is worrying. The other thing that you hear a lot is that, including from very, very smart people otherwise, is this notion that, oh, this has now shown a green light to Putin when it comes to regime change in any bordering country or European country, or it's shown a green light to the Chinese to start doing whatever they want in Taiwan, the Philippines, whatever. Well, my counterpoint to that is, this isn't what caused that. The Chinese and the Russians are already doing that. Name me a European country that isn't under massive and constant attack by the Russians by means of cyber, influence operations, social media misinformation, drones at the airport, industrial espionage, you name it. I mean, in Finland, the Russians are like purchasing strategic property under fake companies that are registered in other countries to hide it from the authorities. The Russians have been doing this the whole time, and China in Asia is messing around, doing whatever it wants, basically. So I don't agree that this, created an opportunity for those dictators. Those countries have been doing whatever they want, and they've just been waiting for a response. But yeah, this is a strange one.
Do you think Trump wants any peace?
Peace. I mean, he's very keen on peace. If you want me to guess,
Yeah.
I don't know him personally. Only played golf with Trump a couple of times. So I know he cheats on the golf course.
So does he cheat in politics? Yeah.
Almost certainly, but so does everyone else. I think he genuinely wants his legacy to be of someone who created a safer and more peaceful world. But I think his methodology and his theory of how to achieve that is like seriously flawed. I don't think he's some kind of strategist. I don't think he should be making decisions based on the American survival into the next century, because he is a mood-based guy, as we've said before. He's a next week, tomorrow morning kind of guy, whereas his enemies are thinking in terms of centuries, survival into the next millennium. Therefore, I don't know. Sure, that was a little politics corner, Venezuela corner. Shame we had to travel to Venezuela for the first time under this pretext. It could have been nice to.
I know. We will visit you, Venezuela, in your own, own time.
Could have been more of a travel episode. Yeah.
We will do that.
Okay.
We owe it to you. So
now next is, first of all, here insert applause. That was hopefully what you just heard there was a free to use audio sample of applause, and that one was for the last two guests because they did excellently. And now insert another applause.
Yeah.
That was also hopefully stock audio of applause, and that was for the host, because I believe the transition from the relaxing Mario.
Host. Wait, who is the host, Daniel?
That's me.
Oh, right.
Kim Jong-fun. Because I transitioned, we had a nice, relaxing, Christmassy marijuana episode. And then for the new year, the first Talking Ass episode of the year was a bucket list guest, Vago Muradian, who instantly brought us back to serious business and back to the war. Right before then, Trump decided to bring us really back to the war. But sure, such happens. For the weed episode, got some feedbacks. First of all, Dirty Jussi obviously sent an essay, as he usually does. Well, I shall paraphrase. He said, "What a great episode. I loved hearing about how the weed industry works. Perhaps Talking Ass could tackle psychedelics next."
Oh, really?
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see about that. Then Jussi says, it was nice to hear that the grower was a pothead himself, and it showed, but he clearly knew his stuff. I think that is Jake in a nutshell. One thing I didn't fully agree with, though, was the take that alcohol has no positive sides at all. I get the argument, but socially it can help with bonding and connection.
Oh, in Finland it can.
Yeah, Dirty Jussi is from Finland, so I'm not shocked that he would say that. It's more like they need alcohol for social connection sometimes. And then we had friend of the show, Benjamin. Benjamin is from The Nerd and the Scientist. Go listen to that podcast if you haven't yet. Excellent show. I've appeared a couple of times. Obviously, greatest episodes ever of anything recorded,
Ever.
I believe.
Ever.
Benjamin commented on both the weed episode and Vago. He said, "Another great episode. I listen on my pooch walks in the morning." Pooch is American slang for dogs.
Mm.
And I always want to comment and write in, but then I forget, because once I get home, home is where the chaos is. And I learned there's a 1-inch border of federal land between all U.S. states. Yes, we mentioned that in the weed episode. And then here's the science. He always sends in some science. I thought that would be a huge area all added up, but turns out if you add all that up, it's only 83 square feet.
Damn.
Thank you. Interesting fact. We live for an interesting fact like that. And he commented on the Christmas episode, the Christmas Island episode. I wanted to share that my favorite island is something called Hans Island. Benjamin, tell you what, I know, hopefully you're listening to this as well. What you sent in your island is so interesting that I would like you to come tell that story yourself. How's that?
And then I can give you some more questions about moon, stars, and other things like that.
Lovely. Yes. So Benjamin, call in and tell the story yourself. We'd love to hear your island. Then he says, and Vago's response to the UFOs by mentioning the SR-71 was pure gold. And then he said, but his name's Vago and he's from the Upper West Side, so I pictured this guy the entire time. And he sent the guy from the Ghostbusters who says, so why are you came? Do you know that guy? I think it's played by, is it Billy Crystal or someone who plays him?
Sounds like it.
And he goes, so why are you came?
Oh, yeah.
No, Vago doesn't speak with an accent. Speaking of Vago's voice, we had a feedback from someone who has also written in before. And someone says, Vago has a young person's voice.
Who would say that?
Well, perhaps someone. Someone is our Taiwanese correspondent. Someone has, perhaps that's because Vago is a young man. Have you ever thought about that? He's spry, young and spry.
He's not. He's in his glory years, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. He's dined with at least Kissinger, Eisenhower, maybe George Washington. I think he reported on the assassination of Lincoln, so pretty young still. In biblical terms, he's not 900 years old.
No,
We might have to cut this out. This isn't very nice.
No,
very
it's
nice.
not.
Vago's great.
Yeah, I don't want to put him now.
Yeah.
Can I just say about Vago that I feel like it was most impressive that he was, ready for this, pleased and honoured to be here.
Yes.
Which is crazy, really.
Well, I just think he's a pro.
And
I think that's what he says. That's
champ?
what you say,
Well, yeah, it's great to be here. Yeah. But pleased and honoured is a really good one. Also, I could hear that you, Mr. Daniel, were smiling while you were talking. And then secondly, you got the dreidel song in to that very important political conversation, which is impressive.
Yeah. I think if anyone, people sometimes in podcasts think that there's like 3 minutes of ads in the beginning, which we don't have. Thank you very much, Google, for not sponsoring us yet. But they would like fast forward to that bit, and then it just starts with me singing dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
Yeah. And then The last thing is, I would like to find out more about RP, which is his mum. Yeah, and United Nations work is very interesting.
Yep.
So
Yep,
let's
I
find
agree.
some more about that.
Really interesting family overall, right?
Rather.
Like composers and poets and
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd like to tell you some things.
What would you like to tell me?
Number 1, on the 3rd of January there was a wolf moon, and it's a super moon. And in November there was a beaver moon, just so you know.
I don't know what a beaver moon is. I think wolf moon is something I've heard of. What's a beaver moon?
A harvest moon, a beaver moon, and a cold moon.
A beaver moon sounds like the stage name of an exotic dancer.
So, a beaver moon, which is like a move of a exotic dancer, is a traditional name for a full moon in November, named by Native Americans and colonists for the time when beavers are very active building winter dams. It also appears as a supermoon, larger and brighter because it's frequently closest full moon to the Earth in the year, and it signals the start of the colder weather, also earning its name like the frost moon.
Excellent. That's really interesting, actually. Beaver moon.
Yeah.
Exotic dancer. Come see the beaver moon.
I've got a question round for you. No.
Wait. First, Joey. We have one more feedback. We also had Joey, another friend of the show. Solid listen. Agree with you that I'm glad he took an open-minded approach on UAPs, and I fundamentally agree. What did Vago say of the UFOs? He said he mentioned that there is technology that the wider public is not aware of. That may not be from this planet, No, that may not be from other planets.
Yeah. Well, there's a recent comment.
Yeah.
That was might have come from another
galaxy. Intergalactic comment.
Yeah. What does that
Comet.
mean?
Shall we? Well, I don't know. We should probably get the science guys back on and they can tell us.
See, I have a lot of questions around this, and also there's
To you when I just host the conversation with the science guy.
I should be there because I have silly questions. They're called silly science, aren't they? Or stupid scientists? No, joking.
No.
Horrible history? No.
No, that's different too.
Stupendous science? No.
Friends of the show, they're called Science Actually, Nerd and the Scientist.
The Nerd and the Scientist.
Yeah. Covey's page is Fun Fact Science.
That's the one no. Fun Fact Science.
And Benjamin's page is Science Actually.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And you should follow that on Facebook, actually. I do. And has every day one or two really interesting things. They're on Instagram as well. Benjamin's working hard on these. Really? I don't know if there's a team or if it's just him. I don't know. We can ask him, but there's a lot coming and it's always interesting.
That's lovely.
Like I struggle to even read all of it because there's a lot.
Well, there's a lot of tectonic action going on, Yeah. Big up Mount Etna.
Yeah.
And then also there's the one in the South Pole volcano that's got a lava lake in it, and
I don't know if those guys know a lot about volcanoes. Hey, I'm going to insert another applause here because you certainly haven't applauded or congratulated anyone on this show.
What, on the gossip, on the rumour that you're an award-winning?
No. On the fact that the Talking Ass Fantasy League is finished. In fact, you and I met in the final.
Yeah.
And where I whooped you. It wasn't even close. It
was close for a bit. I went to bed and you said I think you're in luck here. You're going to win.
Good chance.
And then I came in the next morning and my hopes had been squashed by the ass man.
By me. Well, I had the trilogy of Puka Nakua. Then I started Drake May, a quarterback, got me 37 points. And so forth. Thank you very much. But no more NFL talk because we will do a playoff preview for the NFL separately. But I just want to say that I am still the best. That's 2 years in a row that I won this league. I'm good at this format where it's a small league and everyone has star players. I'm very good at it.
How many did you win?
How many games?
Yeah.
In total, the same as you.
Well,
if you count the playoffs.
No, not if you...
You won 10 in the regular season, I won 9. But then I beat you in the final. We both won the semifinal, therefore...
We drew then.
Yeah, well...
The whole thing.
in so many...
We drew in the whole thing.
In one sense, yes, but in so many more senses, I won.
In my sense, I won.
Okay, good for you.
So congratulate me.
I did, actually, because I'm not a child. I congratulated everyone for for good performance.
It was an outrage. I'm scuppered by this. I'd like to make a formal complaint about the process, and I will not be commenting any further. Thank you for your time.
Okay, and now I would like to say, for those who like NFL and stuff, there's more coming. For those who are not that into it, there is other very interesting stuff coming. For your own feedback, send the hate mail address is talkingasspodcast@gmail.com. That's the hate mail address. Or you can go through the website, which is talkingasspodcast.com is where you can go. Send the hate mail, write in your own stuff, feelings, thoughts. In the meantime, share the show with a friend or enemy.
Poems.
Or least favorite neighbor or relative. And click the internet buttons. Do the follow, all of that, for more award-winning content. And we will finish, instead of public service announcements, we will finish with a couple of quiz questions from Sylvia.
Not really quiz, but, more of a spiritual awakening journey, exploratory existence.
Okay, go ahead. We're all aching to find out what this is.
So you need to roll your dice.
All right, I have a die.
You get to choose a question that is from the icon of the dice.
All right, what game is this? Tarot?
Stars.
Is this tarot?
No. Heart, stars, wetness, or palm.
I threw a green robot.
Funny. Right, this is a quick fire round. Name 3 favourite foods from your childhood.
Reindeer stew. That's a real answer.
Yeah.
That's a real answer.
Hey, I'm diversity.
No,
I just embody diversity.
It's a real answer. I'm a bit exotic in that way. 3 though. Reindeer stew. Let's go more. Matzo ball soup. How's that?
Yeah, diversity.
And krepla, which is Jewish dumplings.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, 3 diverse answers, of which, if you haven't eaten any of those, it's time.
What old song do you have a soft spot for?
Old song that I have a soft... All of them. Blanket answer. Anything before 1995.
Or what would you want to tell the 10-year-old you about life?
That it's not gonna get better.
What turned out far better than you'd feared?
World War II.
And what would you like to stop being cross about?
British taps.
In what ways are you charmingly odd?
I think we have about 400 hours of data, say, proving what all those ways.
How has your past left you a bit unbalanced?
Oh, Jesus, we haven't... That's an episode that should come on the podcast.
What book made a big impression on you?
King Leopold's Ghost. King Leopold's Ghost, by the way. We'll finish that with that. Go read that if you haven't.
What country other than your own have you been very marked by?
Why don't you tell me your answer to that as a
France.
France. There's a hole in France where the naked cocks dance. No. Isn't that a song?
Naked people dance.
Oh.
Through
the hole in the wall,
of
a man puts his pole. What?
Now, can you do your impression of a Finnish take on a French Revolution song? Go.
No. Final word?
Buakasha.
I would say Extractor fan.
Oh,